here with a really exciting recipe. I am making low-carb Reese's peanut butter cups, or whatever nut butter you like. The ingredients you'll need for this recipe are 1/4 cup of your favorite nut butter, 1/2 cup of coconut oil, 2 tablespoons unsweetened cocoa powder, stevia extract, vanilla protein powder, and salt. When I started eating low carb, I missed a few things, one being ice cream and the other being specifically Reese's peanut butter cups. I was just talking to my sister about this. We can turn down any candy you offer us, but it's very hard for me to say no to a Reese's peanut butter cup. They're just perfect. And I'm sure anybody who is low carb could agree that they miss them very, very much. Luckily, I am here with a solution that's not quite as good, but it's 90% there. And the best part about this recipe is how extremely easy it is to make. For this recipe, you'll need an ice cube tray. I'm using this silicone ice cube tray. It's just easier to bend and pop out the molds. But a regular old ice cube tray will work just as well. It just might be a little harder to get out your peanut butter cups. So we're gonna start and make the filling first. For the filling, you need 1/4 cup of whatever nut butter you're gonna use. I'm using sunflower seed butter. Did you hear the joke about the sunflower seed butter? I can't tell you, you might spread it. You'll also need a scoop of protein powder. I'm using vanilla grass-fed whey sweetened with stevia. If you're using unsweetened protein powder, you might want to add some stevia, or if you're not low carb, you can add some honey or agave at this step. Dump it right in. I'm also going to add a little bit of sea salt because it has a really salty peanut butter and I think it adds to the flavor. I'm using a Himalayan pink sea salt grinder. This lets you pick the consistency of your salt. I like it a little bit thicker. I guess it would be thicker is the word. I don't know, a little coarser. There you go. It lets you pick the coarseness of your salt. So just a couple grinds of this, or whatever salt that you choose. And then you just fold your protein powder into your nut butter. Once your protein powder is all incorporated, it'll kind of resemble a dough. It's really easy to work with. You just want to make sure you have no more powdery residue left. So that's our filling. Now we're gonna make our chocolate. I've melted a 1/2 cup of coconut oil. To that, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of unsweetened cocoa powder. 1 tablespoon will be more like a milk chocolate. 3, you're talking really, really dark. So it's up to you, I add 2. At this point, you also want to add your stevia extract. I get mine at Trader Joe's and it comes with this little teeny scoop. For this recipe, I use 2 spoonfuls and that doesn't make it too sweet. If you use too much stevia, it does get really bitter. But this is also kind of to taste, but I would use 2 of these little scoops as a guide. And if your stevia extract does not have a little scoop, I would say it equals about 1/2 teaspoon. It doesn't look like much, but trust me, a little bit of this stuff goes a long way. Just want to get everything incorporated. Grab your mold and you want to evenly distribute this. I fill each mold about halfway with the chocolate mixture so that I have enough room to add in my peanut butter or my sunflower butter or my almond butter or whatever it is that you want to use. When you're pouring your chocolate, just make sure every couple pours you stir it because the cocoa powder does tend to settle at the bottom. That 1/2 cup of coconut oil filled 16 of my little tiny squares. I love this size just because it is small enough that you can pop them out in their bite size. So then what I do with my mixture here is take about, I don't know, a large heaping teaspoon, I guess, and roll it up like that, and just plop it in to one of your chocolate oils. Go through and do that with every single one. Okay, once you've filled all of your molds, go ahead and wash your hands. Then you just pop this guy in the freezer for 2 hours. I like them overnight just to make sure that the centers are really, really frozen. Remember to store them in the freezer because coconut oil does melt when it gets over 72 degrees Fahrenheit. Here are some I made last night. Literally just pop them out of the mold. They're so cute. Here's one cut in half so you can see peanut butter and the chocolate on the outside. These are really a great thing to keep on hand because they store in the freezer, they take forever to go bad. I mean, they last weeks in the freezer. So even if you had them in there and just had one every day, this recipe would last you 16 days. Whenever you're craving something sweet and salty, this recipe just gets it done. It's very satisfying, it's filling, you got your protein powder and your good fats from the coconut oil. It's just delicious. So make this, share it with friends. Send me pictures of your peanut butter cups or sunflower cups or whatever nut butter you decide to use. Send them to me on Instagram or on Twitter @CookingIsPun. I'd love to see them. I know that they make a lot of those molds in different shapes. I haven't tried any other ones because those are just the ones that I have. They sell them on Amazon. So if any of you guys have any cool like flower molds or I don't know, whatever other kind they make them in your mold and send them to me. I'd love to see a picture